Okay, y'all. This is pretty funny. So a lot of people believe that he is actually going to jail for 3 years. I don't know. Because I know him. They said Chrisbrown and his co-defendant. His nickname was called Hoodie Baby. One of his he's like his vocalist, his vocalist teacher. Yeah, that guy. Apparently, Chrisbrown hit the dude over the head. The dude's name is Abe. He hit this nightclub producer over the head with the bottle, and then Hoodie Baby came up and punched him, pretty much. So yeah, both of them are pleading guilty, so we don't know which one. Maybe, I think some people speculate that Hoodie Baby is going to take the charges, and Chrisbrown may, like, even because they say his sentencing is going to be on October 26th. Yeah, October 26th, 2026. So they're saying that that's when he gets sentenced. Apparently, a lot of people really believe he's going to jail. I don't think so. And if we go to his past, even though the dude has a crazy, like, y'all, I didn't realize it's not only Rihanna. It's a lot of people he done tried to stalk or abuse, apparently, and a lot of things coming out. Some people say it's alleged. Some people are saying, no, he's actually done these things, and he's been found guilty for more than just the Rihanna incident. So people say it's not about trying to prey on his downfall. It's about he's still making the same mistakes. And it's like, why are you fighting at a nightclub over the age of 30? I guess, I think some people would probably argue that. And you could say, is the counseling, the therapy, is that working? Because the dude does suffer from PTSD, bipolar disorder, and insomnia. And people say all this stuff, from what I looked up, all this stuff can contribute to him being more violent, especially if it's not being managed. And then you add in drugs and alcohol and all this other stuff into that, which is not good. So I think, in a sense, what if they try and use all this to get him off, and maybe he just has to pay a hefty fine to the producer guy, the nightclub guy, whatever, and then all is forgiven, and he doesn't really have to deal with any consequences. Because, y'all, think about it. He did go to jail for the Rihanna incident. I don't know how long he went to jail for. I'm going to look that up. He went to jail for that, right? He was in there, and then he got out, and then he had to do anger management and all this stuff. But over the years, it's like, okay, maybe there has been some calm, but then there's like slip-ups. There's all this crazy stuff coming out and more allegations, and it's an arrest here, it's always this, it's always that. So I think a lot of people really don't like Chris because of that, and a lot of people don't appreciate the support that he's still getting despite all these things he is guilty of. But what y'all don't seem to understand is, and to be frank, I am a Chrisbrown fan. I remember growing up, first hearing Chrisbrown, I was like, oh my gosh, this dude is awesome. I thought he was so cool, just the way he dances, the cool music videos, the talent. Like, I just think the guy is cool. And I think he was my celebrity crush. I did have a crush on him. But yeah, y'all, it's just, you have to understand, somebody like this, they have money, they have access, you could say some power. He has the looks. He got a lot of people in his corner. So even though a lot of people want him to fail, well, not fail, a lot of people want him to face the consequences for his actions. Because he has all this at his disposal, he can get out of it. You do know that, right? Like, even this sentence, you could say he gets this sentence, you could say it's a slap on the wrist. And what if he doesn't have to do the whole thing, just 1.5 years? What if it's supervised release? Like, we don't know. Look at some of these other cases with, like, Young Thug. It's not the same. It could be Young Thug. Who else? Even, unfortunately, I know some people don't like Diddy. The Diddy case. He only got 4 years for all that shit he did. And that's because when you have a good set of lawyers and you can afford that shit, people can find ways to get you off of stuff. And yes, a lot of people are saying he should be getting 20, 30, 40 years. But no, 4 years. And he's probably, it's probably going to get, how can I explain this? It's probably going to get cut down, get cut in half. So it's just, yeah, man, it's just, that's what a lot of people are missing. I get it, y'all don't, a lot of people hate him. Like, yeah, that's what he get. It's like, y'all, this ain't gonna go how you think it's gonna go. Some of y'all gonna be upset. And we're gonna see on sentencing when he gets sentenced. Maybe he will go to jail. I don't know. It's just from the things I'm hearing and about the other guy that was involved in the incident. I just don't think. And then you think about his mental health history and all that. I feel like they're gonna, and him actually pleading guilty, because he had other serious charges, but the court decided to drop them. So he pleaded guilty, I guess, to just the one where he hit the guy, whatever. So he pleaded guilty. So maybe the court will take mercy on him, because I guess they see him taking accountability and he's not trying to just figure out a way out of it. I don't know, y'all. He may not get sentenced to anything crazy. So we will see. You know, I may be wrong. I could be wrong. This is just me going off the top of my head. But I do know this guy does have issues. I said this in another video. I made like a way shorter video. He has issues with boundaries, because he looks good and all this stuff. I think it's just, and then just the way he is, it's like, from what I'm hearing, it's kind of like, someone said he was stalking and all this stuff. There's like, it's really insane. It's like, there's no self-control. So it's like, does he want to get better, or is he just it's like, who's actually helping him get better? And it's like, people fall short, but it's like, how many times are you going to keep doing this? You know what I mean? So this it is messed up. Like, do you like hurting people? And then why are you bashing the very fan base that actually pays to come? It is crazy. They're bashing him. I mean, Chris bashes, I guess they say Chris bashes black women. Or even though I know he made a music video with a bunch of black women and all this stuff, but a lot of people say that's just for PR. He's just being nice. He doesn't really mean it. He has a type, and he doesn't mess with black women. But black women will still buy his tickets, go crazy, go to his concerts. So it's kind of like, I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know what you think. What you think about this. It's messed up. It's a lot. It's kind of crazy. But I think we should just worry about our own lives and what we need to do to get ahead, and we shouldn't let things like this get us bent out of shape. But also we should understand that unfortunately certain people, depending on where they're at in life, how much power and access they have. This person could be an abuser, could be a pedophile, our president, R-word, rapist, all these things. Could be sex trafficking, could be doing a whole bunch of wild things, but because of what they got, they can get away with it. They could still be in office. They could still be on their tours. They could still do this. So think about that, and it makes you question, like, what is the point of being a morally correct, or someone who has some type of principle, when you're seeing that the people who don't really abide by those principles, or who actually have some type of morals for real, or is kind of out of touch in a sense, you see people get away with things all the time. It's kind of like, I can see how that could piss people off, and why people will hate, the president, or hate some of these artists or millionaires that are, yeah, I can see why people would hate them. But it's just like, it makes you question a lot of things. It's interesting. But yeah, y'all let me know what you think about this. I dragged this on for a good old minute. All right, peace. Bye. I'm